Who would be the heroes of Ninjago in a fantasy world? Taking figures from the Ninjago series as a basis, I assembled a squad of heroes, making each one in a fantasy style. First in line was Sensei Wu. I don't have the Sensei figurine itself, but I found a lot of suitable white parts. As a basis, I used the figure of the old Luke from the Star Wars set. A white cloak by Grey Vision, a fur detail from a Winter Warrior and a rag hat by Professor Quirinus Quirrell from the Hogwarts Great Hall set. Sensei Wu was old and wise, so in the fantasy world he should definitely become a mage. For more entourage, I gave him a staff and put him in the lotus position. And by levitating in the air, Sensei Wu once again makes it clear that he did not fly here to show tricks. Such a powerful teacher must also have strong students. The great warrior Kai has always been associated with the power of fire, so in the fantasy world he will definitely be a dragon rider. In this case, on a dragon with a short neck, because I never found a neck detail from my dragon from the Castle series. But I have a lot of matching parts from Lord of the Rings figures and various knight figures from the minifigure series. I think the cloak would be superfluous, but from the weapon Kai should definitely have a long spear, which helps to control the dragon. However, there are many dangers in the sky besides dragons, so Kai will definitely need help from the ground. His partner Lloyd will help him with this. In the fantasy world, this green ninja has become the most accurate archer. Using parts from an old knight, an archer from the minifigure series, and a pauldron with a Ninjago quiver, I assembled this hero. I don't have Lloyd himself, so I used the head from another minifigure, but he looks even more intimidating this way. A green cloak will hide the hero in the foliage of trees, and a longbow will not let even the most dexterous of enemies escape. Longbows are quite rare and now you can probably get it only by purchasing an avatar set. In the Ninjago series, Cole is a master of the earth element, and he is far from the most popular character from the Ninjago team. However, in the world of fantasy, exactly the opposite. Having learned all the secrets of samurai art, he left his past and embarked on the path of war with dark forces. This hero keeps his identity a secret, because his methods are not always correct and legal. You can collect the same one using parts from Ninjago kits. Almost any black torso will do, a mask from the Master of the Skull from the recent season, a pauldron with samurai swords and a cape from Batman. Every squad always needs a hero who can do the dirtiest work. Enemies will now be afraid to go out at night, knowing that a dark samurai is always waiting for them somewhere. But Jay, even in the fantasy world, does not leave the power of lightning and thunder. Wrapped in thick armor with a formidable hammer and a large shield, he takes all the blows like a tank while his squad destroys enemies. For this character, I used a knight from the LEGO Castle series, armor from the minifigure series and shoulder pads from the Medieval Forge set. The cape and feathers, of course, I used blue, like the Jay minifigure in Ninjago. I already made the same hammer for another custom from the previous video, which you can find in the tooltip. Well, Jay, picking up a hammer, just like the Scandinavian god Thor, destroys hordes of demons with the power of lightning and thunder. To be honest, I rarely meet Naya's fans, but she still remains an integral part of the Ninjago squad. Naya's figurine from the recent season fits perfectly into the fantasy world, but a few accessories would definitely help her. Take Batman's cape, shoulder pads from the minifigure knight, sword holders, and hair from the Ninjago movie set. Naya's main weapon in the fantasy world will be the combo scythe and, of course, magic. A battle mage is useful to any squad that fights against dark forces. Her deadly combat skills and knowledge of the use of magic from Sensei Wu make her one of the best battle mages in the world. However, enemies can be defeated not only with a sword or combat spells. Sometimes you can apply your knowledge. This is exactly what Zane decided to use. In the world of Ninjago, Zane is a ninja robot, but fortunately there are no robots in the world of fantasy, so here he became a scientist. To keep it similar to the original Zane, I used white and gray details. I took the head from the Grey Vision, and the body from the almost headless Nick from the Hogwarts Great Hall set. Putting gray, long hair on him and putting a small cane in my hand, I got a scientist who, in truth, looks more like an unwell Lucius Malfoy. But this does not negate the fact that his research has more than once helped our heroes in the fight against dark forces. The dark forces led by Garmadon. In the Ninjago series, he is the father of Lloyd, but here he is not related to the Green Archer in any way. Only eternal confrontation stands between them. To assemble Garmadon in a fantasy world, I used a Ninjago base, demon shoulder pads from Nexonite, wings from the Skullkeeper, lightning from Palpatine, and another lightning bolt so that Garmadon could launch them in all ways. I used the hood in dark blue because, unfortunately, I didn't have black, and black would most likely just merged with the minifigure themselves. Now this master of the dark forces will be able to give a worthy rebuff to our heroes. Which character do you more like from today's video? Be sure to write in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video. Well, as always, Papa Lego was with you, all the cool minifigures, bye bye.